So exhaust on, handbrake done, and I thought the gearbox was done because, as I said, customers bought a new gearbox which we fitted. As you can see, it's all in, and then he's given me the information that I didn't have, that the old box that was broken has a diff in it. And yes, it does. It's either got a Quaif ATB or a something LSDE, which obviously needed to be put in the new gearbox, which he forgot to tell me. So now, let's take the gearbox out again and fit the diff out of here, which is nice, because I was finished 10 minutes ago. But I've found why it wouldn't go into fifth, because fifth gear synchro is broken. Let's see where the rest of the bits have gone. So we're in, but as you can see, the MA gearbox, which is this gearbox, is a pig to put a diff in, because you've got to take the cluster out, and obviously then you've got to unbolt the base plate to allow the diff to come out. Right, so first job is to knock that roll pin out. So you basically punch it through until it allows this to move, and then this can come out and allow the selectors to come out. So now we should be able to get the selectors out. Right, so selector mechanism is out. So now, if I can put that somewhere, now take the cluster and move it out. Which gives us all these wonderful torque bits. So we'll remove all them, and then the diff will come out. And now the base plate's all undone. The diff can come out. Got some heat in there, like. Definitely had some heat in there. And maybe a good job I did strip it, because I've just found that in the bearing, but yeah. Internal cogs. Look okay. Right, so here's the second gearbox. That one's dead, just need the diff. We might need the diff bearings as well, so I can go in the bin when we're done. Right, so circlips are off, fifth gear. So split pin removal, roll pin removal to get the fifth gear cluster off. Off, as you can see. It's difficult to film, but the synchro is actually in one piece, so that's better at least. So this is where the magic wand comes in handy. Here's the magic wand, and here's what it does. So that will just get it cherry, and then it'll just slide off. As you can see, it gets the splines that hot, that quickly, you can literally just take it off. I ain't touching it though. And it shows you how quick it is. Cherry. Right, so here we are with the next one. So this has got the original pin in, which is a solid pin. So we'll take the mechanism out. It's actually got a different indent as well. It's got the indent built in, whereas that one on the floor had an external indent. You can actually see it there, but this has it built in. So this is obviously a later box. We'll have to see if the ratios are the same, the look the same, diff looks the same. So strip this one down. Right, so you can see pin's gone into the void. This is a solid pin, and this will now come out. And this should pop out, he says. So down to the base plate, and because this is all going back together, I have secured all the selectors, a couple of cable ties, reverse out, box of bits, and the selector back together as it goes back in, so nothing can go back in upside down. So we'll magic wand all the bolts, because they're all got Loctite on, which will be replaced when we're done, but that'll make life easier taking them out. Right, diff in, base plate on, bolts have all been Loctited, ready to go in. Base plate in, torqued and torque sealed. Right, cluster in. I cover everything with EP90, so everything is lubricated in there. On to the next job. Selector in, reverse on, and arm with pin inserted. So now we just need a shaft in. Right, so cluster in, mech in, pin in, and movement okay. You have to be careful with the pin because it can go too far through. It hasn't, it's nice and it's not touching mech. Springs in and seals on. So let's close it up. Right, body on, fifth gear warmed up, and circle upon. That can be a pig because this is actually tensioned, so you've got to heat it up and you've got to hit it quite hard to get it to sit down, and it's actually under tension. So yeah, fifth gear now. Right, so Everything's lubed up. So we've got first, second, third, fourth, reverse, and fifth. Turns nice. Just like to oil things up, just to make sure everything gets oiled as they should. Right, so let's put it back in the car. We're almost back where we were at 10 o'clock this morning. And what time are we on? Well, we might have it done for the night. So we call this part of the job character building. So we found out why it wouldn't go into fifth gear. It's coming up to 5:45 and we're exactly where we were at 10 o'clock this morning. Gearbox in, new diff in, locked off, oil in. I've still got to sort what I was sorting this morning, which is the D-bush. Obviously, there's nothing there, it's fallen out. And obviously the bracket's right up there. I've got this to try and sort out as well. Yeah, but I'm glad I made the call at 10 because we found out we needed to pull the box, which would have been a nightmare if it was all together and running. Anyway, it's done. And we've got a bit of an old gearbox to chuck in the bin.